Alrighty, so I guess we are going to start. Apologies for the low lighting. My room doesn't have the best lighting in the entire universe. It's really dark in here. So, ow. And excuse my grimaces of pain. This is your first couple lines here. You've got the Seven of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles, and then coupled is the Strength with this one, the Tower with this lovely person, Wheel of Fortune with the cards, and the World with that person right there. I'll go through each one of these cards and let you know what they say. Overall, it really doesn't look like a lot of this is about you. So that's good and bad. Good in the sense that there's really no personal conflicts. It's kind of just like social conflict right now as it stands. I wish I could get a little bit better of a higher of a picture for you here, and excuse the mess of my room, but yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll just do it one at a time like I normally do. So 5, 6, 7. So, okay, Seven of Swords. If you'll notice this person is stepping over a line here. He has crossed that line on the environment, and he is taking things that don't necessarily belong to him. He is kind of like getting away with thievery or some kind of a swindle. Unfortunately, this person doesn't realize that will come to cut them in the end, of course, because it's a malicious action here that's being taken. But that is definitely something to watch for. And along with these two cards as well, we'll go through them here. It's this person, if you'll notice, she's really well-to-do. She's in a fantastic looking area. It's beautiful. There's trees everywhere. Everything is growing. Pentacles signify money and finances. So this person is very, very well off. They're perfectly fine where they are. Their environment is fine. But if you'll notice, she's more concerned about the bird and the freedom that the bird has. She's more preoccupied with what isn't there rather than what she's currently finding herself in. And coupled with, I'm going to skip over a card here, coupled with this card, if you'll notice, he's kind of also in the same position. He's really worked really hard to get everything that he has, in the sense of material items. He has worked very, very hard to make things affluent and comfortable and materialistic. However, if you'll notice in the photo, the only people that are paying attention to him in this card are the dogs. So he has lost social relationships for, the focus on the wrong things. So and then this card is all about, doing work. This would be a card that is representative probably of you, is you've done the work to stack up your effort. Unfortunately, it's empty effort. You're not getting anything out of it, and it's time to drop it or leave it or walk away from the situation. That whole top row all together, basically, I would interpret that as somebody is kind of, you're doing things for someone and they're kind of taking you for a ride, in a sense that, like, there's dissatisfaction there. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much you pour into it and pour into it and pour into it. It's not something that you're going to be able to fix. It's not a you problem. This is a very external problem that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the other person's personality and the other person's where they find themselves in life. And that's also a very personal kind of like you're not going to be able to fill this person up. This person has to do it themselves, and this person has to have a couple of life lessons that they have to get through in order to really see any kind of benefit. But as it stands, really, there's not really much that you can do. Um, the strength card underneath this card is basically saying notice when somebody is trying to kind of not really take things from you. It might not be a physical stealing from you, but if you notice that people are kind of utilizing you as a resource and not giving back or not giving you any kind of benefit, handle it with the strength and compassion of the strength card. You notice she's taming the lion just by holding him there and relaxing and kind of being that strong person. So the conflict you will be able to solve your conflict in this current situation just by being strong, just by being firm, just by kind of setting your boundary line and not going any farther than that. Once you do that, this card is coupled. Whatever person or situation is causing this conflict is going to immediately, abruptly, completely change on its head, flip upside down, potentially not like physically attacking, but like there could be like a disruption in your life that you completely did not see coming, that like you had no way to prepare for. And it will possibly be caused by putting up that boundary. That person is going to really push against that and not like that so much because they've had, the ability to kind of just sit complacent and kind of just have it. But now, they have to do the work when you put that boundary up. So that's going to make things a little bit rocky for a while. But coupled with these two, the journey, the path, the walking away is just another cycle in life. I mean, it's something that happens. It's something that we can't really avoid. It's something that comes in time, and it's the turning of the wheel. It's the seasons. It's just natural course of things. So if you follow the natural course and kind of like a river, you just let it kind of flow how it's supposed to flow, and everything will be fine as long as you're putting up those boundaries. And if you do these things, then and there's a piece of advice for the other person too. The other person needs to realize that if they don't become more involved socially or become more community oriented, or like there's more of a community effort or like a collaboration, if that doesn't happen, they're going to miss the entire world. The whole world will be lost to them. There's so much information, so much knowledge, and so many life lessons, I suppose, that they're missing out on because they don't have the opportunity to be thrust into these cycles by themselves. It's kind of like the cycles are being suspended for this one person. They really do need that tower crash, and you are in that position to have that happen for them. So I will shuffle your second line into the servants. The servants basically just reinforce the reading, make sure I'm kind of giving it right, and also give advice to supplement a little bit sometimes. These are the 40 Servants deck made by Tommy Kelly. And they are really, really good cards. Really beautiful artwork. And they've really helped out in many a reading so far. So definitely suggest them if you're a card collector. So, alrighty, Rue, here we go. So, with your Wheel of Fortune, you have the Healer. Makes sense. With your Tower, we have the Monk, which totally makes sense. Your Strength card is the Protector. And your World card is the Planet. LOL. Oh, these cards are always so funny. All right. So they almost mirror each other is kind of how I use them. So your Strength card is mirrored by the Protector. The Tower card is mirrored by the Monk. Your Wheel of Fortune is mirrored by the Healer. And your World is mirrored by the Planet. Ironically. So basically, the advice that they're giving you is your strength and your boundaries will be your protection in this situation. Those are the first things that you need to set up. You need to really make sure that this is an interaction that A, you want, B, that will serve you, and C, won't take anything away from you. The Tower card, mirrored by the Monk, again, means when you do put up these boundaries, there's going to be a clash. There's going to be some hard-headedness. There's going to be some conflict here. But all you need to do is just have the patience and the strength of a monk, and you're going to be fine. You just have to ohm it out. The Wheel of Fortune, mirrored by the Healer, basically states that, again, this is a cycle. This is just natural life stuff that happens. And, you know, getting through it and then letting it flow and letting it do its thing is the best thing for this situation to heal. And again, for the Planet, gosh. Okay, so maybe this person needs to leave. I wonder if this is talking about a child. And if there is a child living in your home, maybe they need to leave that home and go see the world. If that makes any sense. I don't know. That might not apply. But let me know. So that's as far as I can tell. Yeah, it's basically just saying make sure that you have your good boundaries up, make sure that you are staying true to what you want, what you need, and make sure that nobody's kind of taking you for a ride or taking advantage of you, because it's not going to serve you and it's actually going to harm that other person. So do not allow them that opportunity. Yeah, that's the spread so far. Take a photo of this and I will send it to you. And then if you have any follow-up questions or some clarification questions, or you want to know more, just let me know on Facebook and I will get to them right away. And thank you very much. Good night.